Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about our Portland Retro Gaming Expo Day 2 pickups video.
Yep.
Yeah, we were again at the Retro Gaming Expo this past weekend, and this is the program for it, and we also picked up those coins, which were kind of
collector coins.
Complimentary.
Collectible arcade coins.
Yeah, we each got one.
Cool.
So that was fun to get. But what we were really there for is for the games, right? So let's talk about what we picked up in the vendor floor.
Okay.
Again, I will start with the manuals.
Yes.
So, Gunsmoke, have this game, grab the manual for it.
All right.
Popeye, Black Label, got the game the first day.
Yes.
So grab the manual the second day. Glad to have that. Yoshi's Cookie, another game I've already got, so this completes that. Moving on to Game Gear. We've got Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. The Lucky Dime Caper, starring Donald Duck. I'm not sure I have this game. And Sonic. Of course, I've got that one. And then some Atari manuals. Night Driver. Whoops, I think I made a mistake. Here's we actually got the game, Night Driver.
Right.
So, got the game and the manual. Excellent.
Boom, done.
And Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. I think I do have this game. I think I bought it earlier this year. I think I saw the manual at a show earlier this year and passed it up because it wasn't in great shape, but this time I decided to grab it. And then moving on to Nintendo 64, Ridge Racer 64. I do have this game. And finally, just a little curiosity, a Metroid Prime Trilogy card.
That's kind of cool.
I think it probably came with the collector's edition. All right, moving on to Atari games. Combat. Now this is, everybody has Combat. I got this one. This was actually signed by Joe Decuir. He is the, I believe, programmer of Combat and the hardware engineer, design engineer, who developed the Atari 2600 hardware.
Okay.
So it was really cool to get,
neat.
there was a table giving away cartridges with his signature, and they gave me one. So that was really cool to have.
Well, we bought stuff there.
We bought stuff and they gave me the cartridge. Yeah. All right. Additionally, we got Donkey Kong Jr. with the manual. I bought them separately, but I bought them on the same day. So this is kind of cool. I have Donkey Kong for the 2600. Thought I'd try out Donkey Kong Jr. Although I suspect the ColecoVision is my preferred system. Surround. This is a game that is similar, I think, to Intellivision Snafu, which I really like. This is the closest Atari approximation, so I thought I'd grab it. And on the first day, I got a box for it because I knew it was a game I was interested in. And then Video Olympics. This, I think, is a launch game for the 2600, and it was either written by Alcorn, who I'm not sure ever did Atari 2600 programming, or Joe Decuir, who was we just talked about. So one of those two guys wrote that, I'm fairly certain. All right, moving on to 5200. Soccer. I think this is the only sports game that I'm missing, or the real sports series, so I grabbed that. More interestingly, I grabbed these two games, both of which I was hoping to get for the ColecoVision also, but they were too expensive.
Yeah. Keystone
Capers, we got a deal on this.
Yeah.
The guy gave us a really good price. I think he looked it up and then cut the price in half, and then we bundled it and he cut it down again. So very cool. I wanted to check this version out compared to my one of my favorite games on the 2600. And another one of my 2600 favorites is Frogger, and this is Frogger 2 3 Deep. And I think this is a somewhat pricey game, and he gave it to us for a really good deal when I looked it up later. So this is pretty remarkable. Cool. Very glad to have this and try out Frogger 2. In addition, this is a game I couldn't believe I didn't have. I bought the manual for it earlier this year thinking I had it, but I didn't, and that's Space Invaders. And the guy was quoting the same price for the boxed copy and a loose copy, and so I just grabbed the boxed copy because this one is actually in better condition. And plus, I've been actually getting quite a few 5200 boxes.
And wasn't that towards the end of the night, too? I think that was
the end very near the end, yeah.
And it was crazy because you had said, oh, I want to get Space Invaders, and you were going to wait till the second day. And when you went back, like, we couldn't find it.
I actually spent like the last half an hour, 40 minutes of the show just looking for Space Invaders.
Because you're like, I know I saw it.
Yeah, it became one of my like top items to get before the show closed. But actually the very last items we bought were these two. They are 7800 games, complete in box, in great shape. It is Donkey Kong Jr. Want to see how this compares to the ColecoVision version. and Galaga, which I guess has a puncture hole. I didn't realize it was punctured, but Galaga's a classic. Wanted to see how the 7800 version
maybe
fared.
that happened in transit.
I don't know. I don't know if I did that or not. Okay. All right, so that's it for Atari. Moving on. No television. But we did get a ColecoVision game, and it is Cabbage Patch Kids Adventures in the Park. Now, the reason I bought this is because I have a manual for it.
That's true.
And because it's Cabbage Patch Kids, which was another huge Coleco property. And I thought that they went hand in hand. ColecoVision and Cabbage Patch Kids made Coleco a very big company in the mid to early 80s. So grabbed this just because I thought it made sense.
Alright.
And moving on to TurboGrafx, another turbo game for a good price. Final Lap Twin. This is a game I've kind of always had my eye on, though I don't know much about it. The price was good, the condition was pretty good, so always happy to get a cheap-ish turbo game.
Alright.
And then a really exciting pickup for me. You want to tell us? Why don't you tell us about it?
Okay. So this is, we were just hanging out at this one booth, and we found a basket of Skylanders. And this is the very last one.
It's the last of the swappable Skylanders I need.
Yes.
Now, I'm not ignoring variants.
Yes.
I didn't have this character at all. And this is actually a color variant.
Yes.
It's Nitro Magna Charge.
And so we, you found the top.
I found the top, and I said, ooh.
And he searched for the bottom, and he said, woo! Ooh. And then he goes, is there a card by any chance? And
couldn't believe it. This was probably the only card in there. This thing, I mean, I could not believe it. To me, this is like fortuitous, right?
Yeah.
This was in there for me.
Yes.
I've been looking for this thing for about a year.
Yes. Yes.
And it goes for quite a bit of money.
And you wanted to buy it. You've seen it at GameStop
for
and you keep going, I
$18.
really want to get this. And I'm like, last time you did that, then you regretted it.
Yeah. So wait for PRGE.
Yep.
Almost forgot to look for them. Very end of the show, we looked for them. It had a $10 sticker on the bottom, and I'm like, I'll pay it.
Yep.
I'll pay it. But then we went up to pay for it.
Yep.
And the guy says, oh, no, that's not $10. It's buy two for $5.
Yeah.
So I grabbed I grabbed another character, Giant Swarm, which I already had, and got this guy for $2.50.
Yep.
So like,
I mean, we'll even count him as $5.
1/6 or 1/7 of the price I was gonna pay.
Yeah.
So really excited to get this. It completes mostly because it's the last guy I need to complete the 16 swappable characters. So I was really happy to get that, and that will almost certainly complete. It certainly completes Swap Force.
Yes.
We're done with Giants. I got a couple things I want to get for the original Skylanders, and that's it. We're not doing
no
Trap Team. We're not doing Superchargers.
Whatever the new one is. Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to PlayStation. Saw this in a discount bin for $1. Decided to grab it, partially because Retro Fandango is going to be talking about this in December.
Yeah.
So I thought I would try out the game.
Cool.
And I think I saw Die Hard Trilogy 2 there, but I didn't buy that because I didn't have 1 yet. I should have gone back and gotten 2. All right, more exciting than that is this PlayStation RPG, Suikoden, or Suikoden.
Suikoden.
I have, obviously, people are talking about Suikoden 2, very popular. I like to start at the beginning, so I went ahead and grabbed this. I've had my eye on this for about this year, and we saw it several times, but this one was a very good deal. And so I was a little nervous because it's a 2 CD case, but there's only a single CD in there. And I'm like, well, was there maps? Was there extra manuals? But all the versions I saw only had, I'm wondering if there is something, and they were all just missing it. So it may be incomplete, but it's got the manual and the disc. So was glad to get that.
Okay.
And finally, a game I've been looking for, the most recent game
at your favorite
for the most
store.
recent developed game, I've been looking for this game at my local GameStops, and they never have a complete copy. And when they do, it's still $10 more than this one was. And that is Tales of Grace's F for the PlayStation 3. I've been trying to pick up any Tales games I come across. This is one I've been looking for, so I was really happy to get that for the PlayStation 3. It's by far the most modern game I purchased at PRGE.
Didn't you get a Tales game yesterday?
Tales of Fantasia for Game Boy Advance. Yes.
All right.
All right, let's move on to Nintendo.
All right. Oh, look at this.
Not much today.
Look at this, though.
Couple of
we
good
got some
things
more
there.
Tengen games.
Yep.
RBI Baseball.
The unlicensed version.
Unlicensed. We had the licensed version yesterday. Unlicensed today. With the manual.
Cool.
Boom, boom.
So that is the 4th Tengen game we got.
I think so, yes.
And
then we found Pac-Man for Tengen with the manual. boom. So,
I think we bought them separately.
Yeah, we did.
But on the same day, we got the games in the manual.
We
Yeah.
found them both, and they're in really good condition. And this one has a little sleeve, so.
Cool. Glad to get those. Got Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man.
Yeah.
10 gen NES.
And then we got NES Open.
Just because. Because.
So
Just decided to grab it.
Yep. It's
It
got
looked like it was in
Mario on
good
it.
shape. Yeah. Oh,
It's
Mario.
cute.
There you go. We grabbed it because it's a Mario game.
Yeah. So the kids will like it. Isn't that the excuse I used when I
Sure.
bought Mario Party at that garage sale for
Yeah.
super cheap?
That's right.
My kids will like this. So okay, and then we only got 2 Game Boy Advance games. I'll do this one. F-Zero GP Legend. Ended up getting it complete in-box sealed.
Sealed.
Because it was like cheaper than what we were finding it
Yeah.
unsealed
Yeah.
and incomplete. So
Yeah, the guy said that somebody found a box of them and they were handing them out as party favors or something, so he didn't want much money for it. And it's F-Zero. It's not the original F-Zero game on the Game Boy Advance, but I'll take it.
yeah, so
I'll take it.
that's cool.
I don't know if I'll open it if I ever decide to play it. I'm not going to keep it linked, sealed. But
Yeah.
And then this one I'm more interested in, and that is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I mentioned in our day one pickups that I am collecting the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. This is the first of that title. There is some claim that Donkey Kong for the Game Boy back in the day was the first of the series, but this is the first to have the name, I believe, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So I was really happy to pick this up, especially because it's complete. I tried to get the guy to knock down the price, but he wasn't going for it, and I went back later and just bought it.
Yeah.
Just paid the full price what he was at.
Well,
it was 20% off, but he wouldn't go any lower. He wasn't going any lower.
Down, so whatever.
All right, let's do these Game Gear games
All right,
quickly.
just,
let's get this out of the way.
Okay, fine. So we got this. You're gonna tell this story. This pretty Sega Saturn box.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it just we were at a table and the lady was showing it to somebody ahead of me, and I saw that it was complete and it was in good shape. And so when they passed it by, I decided that I was going to take it, and I'm kind of glad that they did pass it up. If they hadn't, I'd have been okay, whatever. But I am glad that they did pass it up. It looks like it's in great shape.
Yes.
I love having Sega Saturn stuff boxed. Most of my Sega Saturn stuff is boxed, so it's really nice to pick up a boxed arcade stick, especially since the Saturn has such great fighters.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll work with X-Men: Children of the Atom that we
that's
purchased
right.
the previous day.
Cool.
All right, let's do the Game Gear games.
All right, we got Batman Returns.
Okay.
It's a buck.
Batman games, what the heck, why not? It was a buck. But this one I'm really excited about.
Go ahead.
This one was not $1, it was quite a bit more. It is Vampire Master of Darkness. Now, as I understand it, there is a game called Master of Darkness for the Sega Master System that was released in Europe, possibly in other regions, but not in North America. And it is the Sega Master System's version of Castlevania. And apparently it's pretty good. And I believe Vampire Master of Darkness is a Game Gear port of that game. So I was really happy to see this. It was actually on I think it was on my list. And when I saw it there, I knew I had to have it. And so it was a little bit pricey for a Game Gear game, but I definitely was interested in it. So I was glad to pick that up. You're going to check it out?
I am.
I'm going to move on then.
Go ahead.
All right. So, moving on to Genesis, Vampire Master of Darkness. Moving on to Genesis.
Nope.
Oh, shoot. Well,
Not on the
it should have been on the list. I'm going to put it on the list so I can take it off. Got this game, Ms. Pac-Man, for dirt cheap. And the only reason I have any interest in it is because I have a sleeve and a manual for it. So I'm just going to make this a complete copy and add a complete Genesis game to my collection.
All right. Then I got a couple Genesis sports games. Joe Montana Football.
Very excited to get that because I have the second one, Sports Talk Football, Joe Montana Football 2. So I was glad to get the first one.
And then another Madden game, John Madden Football 92.
One of the two, ignoring the special rental exclusive, one of the two Madden games I needed. I've seen this at past expos, but they didn't have the manual. This one appears to be complete. So I was super glad to see that and grabbed it.
Yes.
So now I only need Madden 98 for the Genesis.
Just
collecting the Genesis Madden games. I've never even seen it. Yeah, I don't know where this game exists.
All right.
All right.
You want to talk about this puppy?
Yes. This kind of broke a rule.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah. So
because it wasn't on the list.
No, it was not on the list. So this is Star Trek Starfleet Academy Starship Bridge Simulator. Lots of star in there. Now, a few years ago, I had all but maybe 4 32X games, and I sold off half of them. A bunch of them, like 11 or 12, or I forget what the number is exactly. I still have several. They're back behind Melissa there. But I decided I wasn't going to ever get a complete 32X collection because there were some expensive games on there that I had no interest in. So I sold off half my collection. This was one of the games I was missing. I've never had this game. And when I saw it sitting there complete and in the condition it was in, I kind of broke my rule and said, well, I've never had this game, so it's not like I rebought it, but I was never planning on buying a 32X game again. This one changed my mind, and I debated for a while.
Yeah.
Now, what Melissa's referring to,
Yes.
I'm in trouble, is that it now means I am close once again to buying a game for every system I own.
Yes, because last year you went to not
Cowlitz.
Was it Cowlitz or was it at
no?
the
It was
North-
Cowlitz,
Okay.
and we got the Cowlitz exclusive, which was a prototype of Spot Goes to Hollywood for the 32X.
32X.
So I got a 32X game in 2014. I have now gotten a 32X game in
15.
2015.
And you said, because last year you gave yourself the challenge to get one game for every system you own.
So now I may do that challenge again.
And what are you missing?
I'm missing Game Boy, surprisingly, a Game Boy, and a
Okay.
TurboGrafx CD, which is going to be the hard one. But your brother has Adam's Family for Turbo CD. He got a Turbo CD. We can't get it to work. So if he doesn't want that game, I'm going to try to get it from him. And we may once again get a game for every system I own.
I'll give him a noogie until he gives it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
All right. So Star Trek for the 32X.
Oh boy.
For the Sega CD, two
Ooh,
games
look
I'm
at this.
actually really excited about.
Yes.
The first one is AH Thunderstrike. Now this game was on my list, but I can't for the life of me remember why. I must have seen it on a YouTube video, probably on GameSack, and said, oh, that looks really good. I should put that on my list. And so when I saw it, I've never seen this game before, I don't think. When I saw it there, I grabbed it. And the price was really good. So
It was at that awesome table.
more and more excited about picking up Sega CD games. So that is AH3 Thunderstrike.
Okay.
And then
Here you go.
another game that was actually on my list is The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. This appears to be a not FMV game. I don't think AH3 Thunderstrike is either, but this appears to be an actual game, not an FMV-based, game about Spider-Man, and it was on my list. And so again, I must have seen this somewhere and thought it looked interesting, so I added it to my list. So when I saw it, I grabbed it.
Cool.
So very happy to get 2 new Sega CD games for the collection.
Yeah.
But now,
Oh.
the big pickup of the day,
Day 2 with
possibly
no money. With no money.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we should talk about. I had almost no money left in the budget. So all of this
I
is
don't know
over
how.
budget.
I think we found a money tree in the
Yeah.
backyard.
Yeah.
Pulled it up
Melissa,
out of the ground.
I had to. Yeah. We talked it over, and I was going to focus on really cheap games.
Yeah.
But then we saw this one
Then we saw Star Trek.
and the Virtuous Stick
And the Virtuous
Sweep
Stick,
It In.
And Sweep It In.
Okay, so we slowly just threw all caution to the wind.
All right.
So what did we get? Best pickup of the show
Yep,
for us.
This was on your top 5 from last year.
Yes.
Because you got nothing from last year.
Didn't get, obviously didn't get it last year. I'm not buying it twice.
Yeah. So this was
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist. This game is a bit more, so last year when we looked for it, I was figuring I would pay about $40 for it. It was going for like
twice as much, or
80 to 90.
Yeah.
And the version we saw had really bad label damage.
Yeah.
Now, this one, the guy was offering, it was the same guy, he was offering 20% off.
Not the same guys last year.
No, the same guy as another game that
Another
was
game,
doing 20.
yeah.
It was 20% off, but he wasn't negotiating. But it was complete. Why don't you open it up? It's complete, and the label's in good shape. The manual's a little
It's got a
dog-eared,
little bit,
but
this is
it's
really
in pretty
nice.
good shape. And when he said straight up 20% off,
It brought it down.
it brought
lower
it down
than
to
what
a
we saw
reasonable
last year.
price. A price I was willing to pay
Yeah.
for it, and so we grabbed it.
Yeah.
And Alyssa was on board with grabbing it, so that didn't hurt either.
I don't know. I
So-
was delirious. I was lack of sleep. So
That helps. That helps. Your judgment is
I'm
clouded.
like, whatever.
Yeah, she was getting into it. So,
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist. So, let's quickly talk about then
Okay.
our top 5.
Top 5s.
Because this was our top 5 from last year.
Yes.
So, how did we do this year?
Well, I did awesome. Of course.
Yes, you had one item.
I had one item, and I picked it up like at the 3rd table.
Yeah.
So I'm all good.
That made it for her the whole weekend.
I was like, I was so
She
stoked.
was super excited.
Well, it was my first, I had a mission, a real mission, I hadn't gone in looking for anything specific the last 2 years. And so this year I'm like, I'm looking for this game.
Yeah.
Look at this game,
Yeah.
So that was cool for me.
Yeah. So my
What about
top
you?
5
Yeah.
list,
All
I
right,
did
let's
not
go.
do nearly as well. The number 5 item, I believe, was Pokemon Blue. I don't know if we even saw that there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It might have
I
been
looked.
complete in box, but I wasn't going to go for that. So we did not get Pokemon Blue. That I don't know why it seems so hard for me to find that. I keep finding red and yellow, which are the 2 I already have. Number 4 was Gradius 3 Complete in Box for Super Nintendo. Now, that one we did see.
Yes.
At a table that had it completely sun damaged.
It was so sad.
So faded.
I mean, they had like 3 big tables full of complete in-box N64 games.
Super Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Yes, and Super Nintendo.
And they were all faded.
So bad.
Oblivion.
Oh.
So, didn't get that one. Number 3 was, what was it?
Moonwalker?
Moonwalker. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for the Sega Genesis. I didn't even see that there. And Doc Ness was also looking for it, and he didn't see it either. So hopefully that'll be the one that we get next year.
Yeah.
We can cross off our list from this year, like we did
Before
Turtles.
Doc does.
Yeah. So, number 2 was The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance. That game apparently has gone crazy high. Loose copies of that game were going for $50.
Yeah.
I was looking for complete because I still do Game Boy Advance complete
And
as much as I can.
Didn't we see that like 2 years ago when we were first, like our first one when we went?
We might
I
have.
think we saw that.
I think I would have bought. I mean, I bought Ages, Oracle of
I
Ages,
know,
and
but
Oracle
you
of
were-
Seasons out of money.
No.
Yeah. So, bummer. Didn't see Minish Cap except for it being loose and it was over
Yeah.
50, so we didn't get that. And finally, any Sega Master System game I don't have. Now, I'm going to count this as half complete.
Okay.
Because I got a manual that I didn't have, and I got an upgrade to my Montezuma's Revenge.
Okay.
So I did improve my Master System collection. I don't have a new game,
All
but I
right.
do have new items and upgrades. So I'm going to count that as half. I did improve the Sega Master System collection at
Okay.
PRGE this year. So
We
what did I
see-
get? One half of 5 points I got.
Yeah.
And you got 1 point out of 1.
You get a participation ribbon.
All right.
I'm 100. I'm betting 100%. You know.
Yeah, well, next year when you actually have 5 items, we'll see how you do.
I might put Parappa the Rapper on there.
Oh, that's
But that
another
would
one.
have been.
You would have failed.
I would have failed on
The
that
guy
one.
would not budge on that price.
That guy. I don't know. He was
high
smoking
and he
something.
wouldn't budge.
Whoa.
So we didn't buy anything from him.
But you did see Sports Pad Football. You did see.
Oh, that's right. I did see Sports
game
Pad
that you
Football.
needed from your Master System, but it was missing the manual.
It was in really good shape,
It was
but
so
it was
pretty.
missing the manual. And if I thought there was a chance that I could get a Master System manual loose, I would.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. So I'm not going to buy that because I'm probably going to have to rebuy the whole thing just to get the manual. So I'll wait. That's it for the day 2 pickups.
Yep.
Great expo. Got to see a lot of fun people,
Mm-hmm.
hang out with a lot of great people, and pick up a lot of great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we blew our budget a little bit, but
It was totally worth it.
it was totally worth it. That's right. Okay, that's it.
Until
Thank-
Christmas.
Well, until Black Friday.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So we'll see. I gotta save up. All right, that's
All
it
right.
for now.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.